What is happening? Jonathan Dunkerley here. You can call me Dunk. And today I wanted to show you how I am taking AI tools like Descript and Canva and several other ones that I'm using like Replicate and repurposing my content like this live content, as well as using it to create short form content that's getting me leads, that's growing my email list and making me money with AI. So I'm just going to dive right in. And if you do get value from these live streams or these uploads, just make sure that you smash that like button. It really does help tell the algorithm to share these videos out to more people. And if you do have any questions, as always, I always say the best place to do that is to drop it in my school community. And I'm actually going to share this out to the school real quick before we get started. Just quickly just switch over to that tab. So if you do want to ask any questions, just jump in there and ask the questions. It's completely free. 100% free to share. But and also I do reference my AI profit checklist a lot, which let me just bring that up. I usually leave it up on the screen. But if you do want to grab that and you don't want to go through my opt-in page, which is part of my strategy, by the way, which I do that through High Level, which is on the checklist, then you could always just grab it from joining the free community. Up to you. And I always post these lives. I don't ever have like a set schedule, so I always post the lives in the school community. So if you want to make sure that you hear about them, that's another way to do it, or just turn the notifications on YouTube or X or wherever I'm streaming from. I usually just go to those two platforms, but I might start doing Facebook as well soon. So I'm just gonna, I gotta give it a title. Live. Give it a little, there we go. Can't do it without a title. There you go. Okay, so again, just jump in there, and if you do want to go in, it's in the description as well as still posting. Sorry, it's in the description. There we go. If you do want to join the school, school.com/wealth on autopilot. But all right, let's get into what I'm doing. So what I do is I take content and I repurpose it as much as I possibly can. So I think that a lot of people think that everybody has seen everything they do when they create it online. They've seen every short you've created. They see every upload you've done. They see every live stream. But one thing that I've learned, and I've been creating content for a while, is you can create really valuable content either quickly or put a lot of effort into making sure it's polished. But even if people don't ever see it, like if they don't ever see the content, it really doesn't matter. So you want to make sure that people are seeing the content, taking action on it. And if your goal is to like help yourself make money as well as help others succeed in like whatever you're trying to teach them, for me, I'm showing you how I'm making money. But other people like you might be trying to show somebody how to do something completely different. But you can learn these strategies and apply them to whatever your niche is. Sorry, I'm drinking water. The fires have been going pretty. They're better where I'm at right now. I'm in LA, if you don't know. And the fires right by me are better, but the air quality is still pretty bad. So it's been getting to my throat. So if I need a minute, then let me. That's the reason why. Just okay. So what I'm going to do is just walk you through how so I've already shown you how I create like AI video, like short form content that gets me leads to my landing page, which here, let me just show you. It's a super simple landing page that I send my traffic to. And it's the one that's up on screen. If you wanted to go to it on your browser or wherever, or on your phone, you're welcome to, but this is it. I mean, it's don't overthink this. This is so simple on how to do these pages. That's in case you move the mouse away from it, it's reminding you not to leave. But it's just simple, a simple text, opt-in page, get somebody to click on it, and that's it. It's nothing crazy. If you overthink this, it typically works less. If you give a whole novel of what they, people are going to start thinking, and then they're not going to opt in, and you're not going to be able to capture your email lead. So, and the goal of this is actually to get leads, right? We're trying to get leads. So the reason why I do it this way is I could have all sorts of different types of content. I've been starting doing things called, I've also been starting with this lead generation. I know somebody who has been doing this for years and using like AI bots in to send out get leads from what do you call it, the contact forms at the bottom of pages, but do it automatically using basically like AI bots to do it. And I know that they've been getting results. So I'm going to be testing this, but that's not what this video is about today. but I am going to be testing this pretty aggressively over the next couple weeks, and just I'm going to report my results. But if you did want to join in, I do have a link in the description for this boot camp that I'm going through, and I know that they've already gotten results, so I'm going to be going through it myself and reporting my results to you and letting you know how it's doing for me. But if you do want to join the boot camp, it's available right there in at the bottom of this page. And it's in the description. So again, that's not what I'm going over in this video, but again, sorry about that. This air quality is really bad around here. Apologies again. But there are I'm always looking for different ways to get leads, whether it's from my content that I post or from an opportunity like this to use bots to help me find leads from contact forms. Whatever it is, but I like using AI and automations to do that because I don't really want, my time is valuable, and I know that yours is too. So I use things like when I'm doing my keyword research. Well, there you go. I've been using Spotter to help me find like my thumbnails, to help me find all the different things that I need in order to do my videos basically. And then I've been using Replicate, which that's a place that you could host your what do you call it? Where you could host different AI models. And I created a clone of myself, and I've been using it to create things like social media posts, as well as my thumbnails. And all my thumbnails, I find thumbnails that are already working, and then I could just clone them. So, and then the thing is, like, I could also take those, like this live stream right now will end up becoming repurposed into things like shorts, as well as possible one, if not more, uploads, because not everybody is going to hang out with me like you are, like on a live or even a long form video. So you could repurpose this content, and every single time that you're putting a content out, it's not about building up like this fan base as much as building up a lead source. So you could post these things to multiple platforms and things like that. So, right, like I said, I can't stream to Facebook right now because I started a new account, and I'm trying to test it and start a brand new account just to see how it's going to go. But I can't stream to it right now because it's less than 2 months old. So that's a limitation. But I could take those videos and I could upload the videos and still get leads that way as that account grows. So I'm able to take these clones, and I even use this one in today's repurpose for today's. I already created the thumbnail for today's, and I'm using this one. It was like a glitch where the hand was sitting there, and I'm like, that's going to be good. Like these are viral style thumbnails that get leads or get clicks and actually get people to watch the video because they clicked on it, and then they get them to click onto it. If nobody clicks on your thumbnail, then they're never going to even see the beginning of your video. So the thumbnail is such an important part. And if you find ones that are already working, you can just basically clone them. But I mean, you still need to have videos. And the thing is, like, you could take a video and say, okay, I live stream for an hour. Now you have to watch through that entire live stream, right? That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. I mean, I could take the thumbnail and generate it pretty automatically now. And then I could generate, mouse is going laggy. 1 second. Let me close a few things. My mouse is lagging. 1 second. Sorry. Teach me not to clear my RAM before I go live. Let me close something real quick. Sorry about that. But this is the kind of thing, like, you get a different experience when you're going live with somebody versus when you are actually, watching an edited video. Even if it's like lightly edited or anything like that, you could easily just clean up there. Okay, I think that was the problem. Close that. I had a software that was hogging up all the CPU on my computer. And I have a older computer, and I mean 2019. I got to get a new one. I'm just gonna close these. Close that. There we go. Okay. There we go. That fixed that. Cool. Awesome. All right, back to it. Cool. So what I'm going to do is, let me go back to that one page. I could easily repurpose like my SEO can be done very easily with things like ChatGPT. I create a whole bunch of projects now. If you haven't dove into projects on ChatGPT, then you need to check this out because it is insanely helpful when you're trying to do repetitive tasks like creating SEO and even your titles sometimes if you're not using something like Spotter. I mean, you have like I use it for my scripts, for my shorts. I use it for Facebook, creating Facebook pages. I use it for like building custom instructions for projects. Where is it like, or the SEO for my videos. So what I do often, and I'm just going to show you this real quick. Actually, let me just bring this up to on the browser that I'm going to be using. One second. Let me just bring this over here, show you on here. Because I'm going to be editing a repurpose of one of my previous live streams. And let me just bring up ChatGPT as well. Switch over to the other browser. Sorry about that. One of the limitations, I'm trying to find a workaround for this for StreamYard. It's the one thing that bothers me, in all honesty. So I'm going to grab this window. Let's reshape that real quick so it looks prettier or more full. There we go. Okay, so what I do is I create custom projects, or they're kind of like custom GPTs, and I'm able to say, okay, I have my long form video. And since I'm on here, I'm just going to bring up Canva as well, because you can see how I repurpose my thumbnails. There we go. That's going to actually load. Canva's always been slow. Okay. So I go in here and like if I wanted to rewrite my copy, I do that. Or like I was showing you before, I create my thumbnails from right here, YouTube short reels. And I have a thumbnail generator, which then I could put into Replicate like I was showing you and create the thumbnail for the video. And then what I do is I put it into, Canva wants to be super slow. Okay, I guess got to get a new computer. Something like Canva is taking forever to load. It's saying a lot. Okay, there it goes. So you see how I regenerate a similar video. I just drop in a similar type of text that's proven to actually get engagement. And then I just take that and I tweak it a little bit. It usually takes me a minute to just add the extra little oomph that I want in it versus just letting AI do it. You could have it write the text, but it's not going to be as consistent. But what I do then is I go to this tool, Descript, which if you want to grab it, it's in the bottom. It's easyaiedits.com, or you can go to the checklist to grab any of those links. But what I do after I'm done with a live stream, I download it. And part of the reason why I use StreamYard, I download the video back to my computer. And this is a live stream just from the other day. And we were talking about actually the boot camp that I was talking about earlier. So we're talking about that boot camp and how to generate leads using bots that get leads from contact forms. So I've uploaded this, and the only reason I uploaded it ahead of time was just because it takes a minute to upload. And again, you saw that my computer's not being playing nice when I'm doing too many things on it at once. So now that I've already uploaded that, that part's all done. Now, what Descript has is this feature called Underlord, and I could easily repurpose this 57, almost 58 minute long video into another video. So what I need to do is come over here where it says, one second, where it says Underlord right here. And usually it's like that. And you click it and you open Underlord. And there's a couple things that you could have in here. And what it's already applied is actually, it's balanced the audio a little bit already. So that does it automatically when you bring it into Descript. But you could remove a few things just to really quickly clean up your video. And you could see right off the bat, there's you know, all those things are filler words. I mean, even if I repurpose this video, it's going to catch those things, because now I could just say remove filler words, and you can see I just click it. It's going to scan my entire video, and it found 726 times that I used a filler word in an hour. Now, it could also be, I have Alex that's in this video as well, so it could have been some of him. And I could also tag this, but it's just showing that it's all my voice. But I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked that. Sorry. You just click remove filler words. It's going to scan again. And when I hit remove all, See, we're 58 minutes long and just removing the filler words alone. Come on. Let's do it. We are at, gotta do it. Wait. It's gonna do it. Okay. Yeah, this is just an older computer. I just need to go get a new computer. And I am doing this from the browser, so it might just be being grumpy that I'm using the browser. Okay, so look at this. It did it. So 52 minutes and 23 seconds. Just removing filler words. Just removing filler words, it removed 5.5 minutes of me using filler words, and Alex as well, because he's in this video. And now I have currently a 52 and change minute video. Now, what I usually do, just real quick, just is it doesn't always do it automatically, is at the very end, there's usually a little tiny bit of dead space, and I just remove that. Doesn't take out too much. And then I go back to the beginning. So we removed the filler words. And now I'm going to grab this little tiny bit of text at the beginning. And now I'm going to go down to this one where it says edit for clarity. And you could turn on AI speech. I don't have a clone of Alex's voice made, so I'm going to turn that off, but you could leave it on. Usually when I'm by myself, I'll turn on AI speech and I'll click the voice that I have tagged as mine. Right now, I think it tagged everything as mine and Alex's, so I'm going to turn it off. And I usually do this as low. If you wanted to do medium or heavy, I found that medium and heavy kind of make the video a little too choppy. But if I do low, it's just going to cut out a few things, not too many. And it's going to analyze the script and it's going to say, okay, this part can be cut out. This part can be cut out. And now I'm going to hit submit again. Now it's going to find all of the parts that it thinks should be cut out of this script or this 52 and a half minute video. So it says no idiots to review. Of course, it's lagging again. Let me try again. 1 second. So you see how it slashed out parts, like that's slashed out, that's slashed out. So anything that gets slashed out like that is something that it feels like it should remove. So see how it brought everything up that it feels like it would probably be a good idea to cut out of the video. Now, if you read it and go like, create basically infinite leads with basically contact forms. Yeah, that makes sense. Why I repeated the word for some reason. I don't know why. Now you could also just click right here and now it took that out. Or you could read this. And I know this is a thing a lot of people have been doing for a long time. You could do this manually and powerful too. So I go in and then you're like me. If you say, for instance, I don't want to cut this out, I can click the little X right here and it will actually keep that in the video. Now, if I wanted to reverse that, I could always hit Command Q and keep on going in. But you know, that was fine. But I usually watch the beginning of the video just to make sure that it came out smoothly. And most of these, it does a very good job just auto flagging this stuff and finding what needs to be cut out. So say you trust the AI 100%, which I like to still watch the first couple minutes of the video just to verify that it is good. So I'm just going to go ahead. I say I've watched the video or I'm happy with the first couple minutes. You can watch the whole thing if you want, but at the moment it's 43 minutes and 46 seconds long. But if to actually remove all the slashed out parts, I click this little arrow in the bottom corner. You see where my mouse is right there. Hit remove ignored text to script. And there you go. Now I have this video. It is 43 minutes and 46 seconds long. So it is definitely shorter than the 58-minute version that we had at the beginning. It's cleaned up a little bit. Some of the fluff is taken out. If you really want to like go harder and say you have moments when you're like fumbling around trying to figure something out, you could also take like remove fill it, like where is it, remove shorten word gap. Sorry, if I did that, I could potentially make it even shorter And if there's times where I'm not talking, technically when I'm live, for the most part, I am talking the majority of the time, but sometimes maybe I'm trying to figure something out. And if I isolate where there's a word gap, maybe there's a like right here, it's really your choice. I can look at that. Yeah, you could remove that. So if I wanted to remove that section, I would be able to hit shorten word gap, and I'll just show you how it's gonna it found you could adjust it how much you want it to detect. So if I have it point shorter gap than 3 seconds, it will detect it, and then you could shorten it. So I'm gonna leave the gaps in because it does add a little bit of, since this is from a live, it's a little bit more accepted. But so I changed the title from the original upload. I'm not just using the same title as the live stream. I rephrased it. I used Spotter Studio to do that, but you could use ChatGPT as well. Just make sure that you give it a like know what makes a good thumbnail or a good title. Just know that. So now at this point, technically, I'm pretty close to being done with this, but I can just go to publish right here in the top right corner and hit publish. And what ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, Descript does is it actually renders it in the cloud. So when you bring your footage back in, so I did a live stream, I brought it into into Descript. I had Descript quickly re-edit it, cut out some of the fluff, and now I'm ready, because with YouTube in particular, if I'm going to re-upload this to my YouTube channel, I need to modify it. So now I've modified the video, and now I can post this. And what's the goal of this? The goal is to get number one, to reach a different audience that isn't necessarily going to be like hanging out with me live. So you're going to be able to help those people. And one thing really that's really cool about social media, and if you're doing this correctly, you could help other people while you're helping yourself. So like, what do I get out of it? I get more ad revenue. I get more leads. I get more exposure. I get to grow my business faster without actually doing a whole bunch of extra work. And again, like I said, it's all about leads. So now while that's going, I'm just going to go ahead and create my thumbnail. So I'm going to show you how quickly I can do that. What's the generate? So did I already do it? This is the title here. I don't know if I did. Yeah, I did. So I'll just show you exactly what I did. So I just took the video, or the photo from that I got from Replicate, which I cloned my face with Replicate. You could do this all locally on your computer if you want to set it up. It's a little more complicated, but all you're paying for at Replicate is CPU rentage. So it's not a huge expense. I think I created like half a year's worth of Instagram style posts for, what was it? It was like 10, $11. It's like $11. But here, let me show you this. See, I do two things. So I just take the image. I have like my two pieces of text that I have here, and I think I put a glow here, and I have another glow here. That's it. And the back piece is just, see, I'll just copy and paste it so it's on top. See it? It's just the image. And then what I do, because you don't have to do this, but I find that when an image is brighter in a thumbnail, it gets people's attention more, versus it just being like this. It would be like me dark versus me brighter. So number one, I want to add a little bit more color to it. So I remove it. So then I take another copy. I make once I get it lined up, I make another copy, or angled if I want it angled. Then I hit remove background. And just so you know, that is a feature of the pro version of Canva. But if you have the free one, you can just go to like free tools like this one. This is free. There is like a paid level to it, but this is remove dot. Sorry, I got to take a drink of water. It's a free background remover that you can go and just basically drag your image. Then you'd have to re-import a separate image into Canva, but that's a free workaround if you don't have the pro version. But you see, I just removed that, and I'd be able to stack it right on top if I wanted to on the top layer. And then I go to like edit, and all I want to do is like this. See, you could see a little bit of the me right there in the corner. That's the much brighter version. I just go to edit. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. I know it's gonna do it. Of course, it's lagging now. Close that. And that's my computer. That's not the software. It's just being tired. I can't hit anything. There it's going when I didn't want it to. Okay, so it brought that up. So I'm going to just bring this back and put it on top. So I'm over my other version, and I could just hit adjust. And if I come down to brightness, now I can just bring up the brightness. That's all. That's it. That's all I do. And you find a happy spot right there where I pop. Now, if you don't want to do this, don't do this. But I find that it actually gets me more clicks just by brightening myself up in the image. And that's really it. Now I'm just, I can remove that, but I've already saved it. Do it when the computer's not bogged down. Or no, it's working. There you go. So like now I have this final version right here where I'm just brighter. And all what I did was took the image that was generated with the replicate, dropped it in, aligned it how I wanted on the back layer, made a copy, and then removed the background and brightened myself up and realigned it. It's that simple. It's not crazy. These are easy thumbnails and they work. They actually get me pretty good click-through rate. Okay, so now this is a longer video, so it might take a minute to render, but I'm going to hit publish, and I'm just going to, if you want to check out exactly how far along it is, you could hit this little globe. And this is actually a link that you could share. Like if I shared this with you, you could technically go check out this video if you really want to. There we go. But see, it's 83% rendered. And this is a really cool way if you actually do have somebody editing your videos, you could use Descript to do it, and people could like make notes right here along the side. And if you ever, just so you know, if you do make modifications to the video, you will need to re-render it, and it's going to take that time again. So you can remember, you can use this on the actual desktop version of Descript. You're welcome to do that, but it just takes I find that it's as good in the browser. So, and another thing is that when you use the desktop version, it saves a version locally. And I do love the fact that I could copy it to the browser version and it uploads it into the cloud, and I don't have to have anything locally on my computer. Okay, look, it's rendering. That didn't take too long. We have this video now ready to go. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit publish again. And I'm going to hit download. And just so you know, when you hit download, especially on the website version, don't hit it again, because what it's doing is it's actually downloading it now. And then the save box that says like, hey, save it to my computer, it actually will pop up when it's done downloading. And then once you save it, it's just instant. So it is downloading it. It's a little bit confusing, but it is downloading it to your computer. So you're just going to give it a minute. And since it is a large video, it is going to take up to a few minutes to actually download it to the computer, or actually save the box for the box to pop up. But it is going, once that's done, the hard part's pretty much done. Like all the hard part's done. It's pretty cool. So, and the reason why I do this is because I don't always have, like, I try to go live and hang out with you every single day. But the way that these algorithms work, especially with YouTube, is that they're going to really want, okay, it just popped up on my screen. I don't think you could see it, but the YouTube algorithm especially wants consistency in its content. It's going to get you more leads. It's going to help you tell YouTube that you're going to be able to stay consistent, even though you're using content that you've already used. Now, I'm not telling you not to go edit videos, but I'm saying that this is a way that you could actually create content on platforms that are forever hungry for a lot of content. And this way you could reach more people more easily by basically syndicating yourself to a whole bunch, not just different platforms, but repeatedly to the same platform. And I'd say go back to things that worked in the past and recut them up. Don't just re-upload the same video, because that's not going to work. That's going to be bad. But make some modifications to it, repurpose it. If you've made a short video that's 10 minutes long, maybe you have 3 videos that you could package together into one chunk and re-upload it. Or maybe you made a hour-long live stream that can be chopped up into 3 individual videos. Think about it that way. So I'm gonna hit it. I haven't hit the button yet, but I'm gonna hit download. Download. I'm just gonna put it on my desktop. So I just downloaded it. It is now on my computer. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over to make sure I downloaded the thumbnail already, just to make sure that I already got that. I think I did. Did I? I don't think I did. Wait. I did. I'm not crazy. I might be crazy. Or maybe this wasn't actually even the one that I was planning on redoing. So, or was it? Oh yeah, it is. I'm crazy. That was the one. Okay, so I already downloaded it. So now I'm just going to go over. I'm going to have to switch over to my other browser real quick because that has stuff in it. 1 second. So what I'm going to do actually before I go to the other browser, I'm going to show you this actually. So we want to get our title, or we want to create our description, and we want to create all that stuff before we move on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over first. I'm going to go over here to ChatGPT, and I have this custom GPT that I created and I have a chat in here, just like long form video. So once you've done a live stream or you're repurposing it, it's very easy to get it to redo your description and everything. So it is basically SEO optimized. So I'm going to grab this when I have the tags that I want included on every single video. And I'm just going to paste this in here. And now paste that. I'm going to go back over to Descript. And now I can go to Publish, Export, Transcript, and as long as I have plain text selected, if it's something else, I can't copy it. I would just download it. But since it's plain text, I hit Copy to Clipboard. And now I can go back over here, and I'm going to be able to go to the bottom here. Just right, this is the transcript. And I'm hit Paste. And now it's pasted the entire transcript for my final version of the video. But now gave me the updated title. Since I copied and pasted, I just want to make sure that that's up to date. And now I'm just going to paste this in here. And it's going to generate me a new description as well as video tags for the re-upload of this video. So it's generated right now. There it goes. Working. Go down to the bottom. Probably by the time I'm at the bottom, it's going to be almost done. Cool. And of course, lag now. There it goes. It's writing it out right now. And see, it didn't actually do the version that I wanted of the description for it to rewrite. So let me it's very simple. If your first output is not to your liking, so I'm just going to grab the last one that I liked in the format that I'm currently using because it's promoting another traffic method that I'm using that I'm experimenting with, which there's a boot camp for it. So I'm promoting that. And then also my email opt-in page, which is the same one that's on my screen right now. So I'm getting passive income through affiliate sales as well as building up my email list. But now go back down to the bottom. Little arrow to take me down there faster. Say no, like this description. And it will just update it. What's up, Millennial Money Mom? How's it going? And what's up, Chris? How you doing? Happy Sunday from both of you. Yeah, I'm just going over how I'm kind of repurposing my live streams into additional uploads that you could use on YouTube or whatever platform that you're uploading your content on. So now I've created the entire SEO part or the description for it. So now I'm just going to go back over to the other browser. Sorry about that. I have to go to the other browser because I'm logged into the right YouTube account. So I'm just going to go to studio.youtube.com, by the way. That's where I'm going, so you know. And then I'm going to switch over to the other browser. There we go. And I'm just going to hit the create button, and then I'm going to switch, and let me switch over to the other browser just so you can see. So I just copied. The only other thing I'm going to get off this page right here is those tags. I'm not going to switch back and forth though, but I'm going to bring up my window that has this in it. There you go. That's the one that I need. There we go. So now, did not do it. Oh, it did. It did. So now I'm going to take the file that I just downloaded from Descript, and I saved that to my desktop. That's fine. And I'm just going to take that and start the upload to YouTube. And again, I don't overthink this. It's far more simple than you think it is. Don't overthink this. So now it's just starting the upload. It's lagging a little bit now again because of that. See, so it's gonna upload. See, it was a duplicate title, so I just got to remove the part that says the title there. But now it's uploading to YouTube. That might just take a moment. But once that upload's done, all the heavy lifting on your computer is no longer needed, and it's just gonna start going a little faster. Come on. I need to just do it and get a new computer. I'm going to be saying that forever, aren't I? Okay. See, I'm phantom clicking things. That's why I need to get a new computer. I'm totally phantom clicking things. Finish uploading you. Okay. Sorry about that. See, I'm not touching anything, and the ghost is moving my mouse back. And this is part of the reason why I like doing things on like automating things and doing things. Is at 60%, doing things, kind of automating them and getting things to be done manually, because like things that are pain in the butts like this, multiple butts. Like one thing that I would say, part of the reason is I've noticed that a lot of this is worse with the fires, but I would also say that where I live in LA, the internet is not nearly as efficient as I was just visiting my family, and like I'm hardlined in right now. I feel like the internet is far slower where I live versus visiting my family. Go 89%. Once it's done uploading, it's not going to be using that off my computer anymore. There we go. I don't want to reuse all that stuff. Just what this is you could reuse details from a previous video. So if you just have the same stuff over and over again, you can do that. But what I typically do is, since I have my thumbnail, there we go. Automatically just start. Man, a little frustrating that it's still laggy. But what I do is I paste it in here. So I've selected there in the description, and I just paste in the description that I had ChatGPT write. There it goes. Yep, I thought so. It would. There it is. So there's only one other thing that I'm going to add from YouTube. I'm just going to go back over to another upload that I have. And again, this is something that you could have done if you just selected another video and then you could have just changed it. That's not the right thing. This one. Yep, always lagging. I don't know if it's going to stop. Landing page. It's always what happens whenever you get a page open. You bring up the page and you're about to try and get it, and then you hit reload and it loads. So what I do is I just grab this stuff down here. It's probably to reload while I'm describing this, but I just start right here where it says dive in. This is actually today's live. Oh gosh, there he goes. This is why I don't usually try and do Descript while like editing while I'm doing it. Just the computer just can't handle it right now. But when I'm doing this and I'm not streaming, this is not an issue. I mean, you see some of my other videos where this happens when I'm trying to just show it. It's like frustrating. But okay, so I'll just show you. This is actually today's live. But what I could do is I could just start right here where the description ends and just grab this part down here. Scroll to the bottom. Like it's becoming very difficult to do this while I'm streaming, I'm realizing. But the other videos probably already uploaded. I can. Yeah, I don't know how much more I could get it to show while I'm actually streaming. So maybe I'll just describe exactly what I'm going to do just real quick because I don't want to like. Oh, you like Millennial Money Mom? You like the Powerpuff Girl shirt? I'm like, I wear whatever I want. That's because it's whatever's fun, you know. I don't know why people think they have to wear like plain shirts that are boring. Boring. I just have whatever shirt was on the top that looked cool. I'll be perfectly honest. This was not the first shirt I put on today. The shirt I put on was black, and I was too far separated from the background. And I'm like, I look like I'm wearing like a floating head. I should change that shirt. So that I'll be perfectly yeah. Is it doing it? Okay. Did it catch up? Let's give it one more attempt to just finish this since it seems like it's caught up. Was not uploading anymore. Okay, so I just grabbed that part. And I go back over here. Of course, it's reloading this page now. Okay, this might become a problem. I'm going to close all these other tabs. That's what I'm going to do. Let me help a little bit at least. Look at that. So it actually didn't even. So if that ever happens, so it actually didn't finish I didn't finish uploading it. So if I go back over to the videos, because it was uploading a video. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to describe what I'm gonna do. So yeah, it's becoming a thing. Okay, so it sees it's actually checking right now, but it says that it's a draft. So if I hit this now, I can just go and finish it because it was refreshing and changing everything. So there we go. Again, apologies about this taking forever. But see, it saved that part, even though I didn't hit any save button. But now I can one more thing I do want to make sure I show you before I go, just because I feel like it's important. So I just paste that there. There's some links there. There's some disclaimers at the bottom, which I always tell them, give a disclaimer at the bottom of your YouTube channel. That's I don't give advice, but that's one bit of advice that I will give you. So, okay, so it did paste it right there. So now I have the disclaimer down there, some links, and one more thing I am going to grab from the other. Actually, I'm going to switch the tabs real quick because I want to show you something from Descript. There we go. Share screen. And back over to Descript, or there we go. Okay, now it's going fast. Man, I blame Safari then. I'm not kidding. I'm blaming Safari because it's obviously a part of the problem. Maybe I'll just start trying to use everything in Brave. It seems like it's, look, it just, of course, I go over to leave Safari and it starts going fast. The world. So one thing I'm going to do is, when you always want to add some sort of bookmark into your video, some bookmarks, or so I'm going to just come here to where it says show notes. I found that that's the easiest. When I hit show notes, submit, and it's going to analyze this script, or like the script from the script. And now I can copy this right here. And there's actually, while I have this tab open, I'm going to do one more thing and show you something else that you can get. So I'm going to copy that, and it's going to give me bookmarks, because sometimes YouTube, since it's owned by Google, you want to put in these chapter markers or these shortcuts, just because when people can click on them, it gives you more views and gives you more shows that you're more engaged on your channel, as well as Google. If there's an answer to a question that becomes popular in a bookmark, Google will start suggesting that in both Google will start suggesting that in search engine, like in Google search engine. And what I found is also ChatGPT will find those and also suggest them when people are asking for an answer. It might suggest a YouTube link. Now that's what ChatGPT is doing now. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to grab that. And then one more thing is I'm going to go to publish real quick, and I'm going to go to export and hit transcript. And I'm going to export a sub rip title. So it's SRT. And it's basically the transcript for the video, and hit export and just save that to my computer. And there we go. I'm just going to save it to desktop. Doesn't matter. And now I'm going to go back over to my upload. I should just put them. Remember, there was some sort of issue I was having with uploading it in Safari, or in a Brave, which I just try and troubleshoot it, figure it out. Okay, so now I'm back over here, and remember I copied the bookmarks. And one thing is, they don't necessarily even need to be at the top of the page. It's up to you. But I usually put them towards the bottom, paste them like right here. And now it will detect those, even though they're lower in the video or in the description. There we go. Now I have all of my chapter markers for the video. And I can, yeah, Safari is going slower than Brave was. That's crazy. It's crazy. So I hit upload file, and it's going to be my thumbnail. Grab the right one. It's this one here. And hit upload. And now that's going to become my thumbnail. Okay. Yeah, this is super laggy on Safari for some reason. I have a feeling like it's a Safari issue, it wasn't an issue on Brave. Okay, so let me just show you the part that so I just pasted that, and I'm just going to describe it because this is becoming frustrating that this is happening while I'm streaming. So the only things that I'm still going to do is I'm going to paste those tags at the bottom. I'm going to add some playlists here, which Yeah, it's definitely something to do with Safari. I was just on my other browser and it's fine. Yeah, that's definitely weird. Okay. So I'm gonna do playlists. I'm gonna paste those tags, and I'm gonna mark that I didn't do anything with like AI to mislead people. Then you can, if you're monetized, mark like check monetization. Video elements are things like when you're in the back, like at the very end, you could add in, or like say something comes up at the top of the screen, that's a video element. The watch this video is related to something I'm talking about, or the cards at the end, those are video elements. You could also upload the closed caption files, which is what I was showing you. And then at the end, you could schedule it out. And you could also, if you wanted to do a pin post ahead of time, you would just schedule it to unlisted and then schedule a time that you wanted to go live down like later. So it's such a simple way to repurpose your content and then post it to other platforms like YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, like X or like Facebook or whatever video platform you're active on. So again, okay. So can I do anything? Yeah, it's just going to continue being laggy. But this video will go live and you'll actually see. Okay, so I could actually select some of these real quick. Kind of like AI video. There we go. I like those are the 3 ones that I wanted to use. Let me at least get through this page so you could see what I mean by pasting the tags. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. If it's not, come to my school and ask questions. But this is just one way that you can get like duplicate the type of content. Why would you want to do that? Like if you're gonna, I create content from one place and I don't need it from all the other ones. Well, this is like a almost an asset that you're placing that's going to get you leads like when you're like sleeping. I've told the story before. It's like in 2020, the way I made all my income was like from one video that kind of went viral that was talking about a text to speech software. Super simple tool, super simple. And I that video went pretty viral and I ended up getting like, what was it? $75,000 in commissions pretty passively just from like one video in 2020. 2020? It was 2020. Yeah, still 2020. But if I can do that and not know what I'm doing, like we're years later, and this is how I actually make income. It's like I create this stuff and being able to repurpose your content more effectively with tools like AI tools like Descript and stuff like that. It's just such a game changer on how quickly I can get content out. And then when I get content out, I'm able to grow my email list. And then that helps me grow all my other things, make more sales. And then other tools like I was talking about the right here. I'll just bring this up real quick. This was the other thing. Like this isn't the only thing. This isn't the only thing that you need to do in order to just get leads. Like this is something I'm testing. I'm going to be setting everything up. I actually just got it all set up this morning before I went live, and I'm going to be testing this and reporting on how this is doing to get me leads, because this is another way to get leads. And I'm going through this boot camp. If you wanted to go through it too, there is a link in the description. And like you don't actually have to make videos to do this, this particular system. But what it does is it still gets you leads, which in my case, I'm going to use these leads to not just make myself sales or help people actually create systems that are going to help them make money, but it's also going to be able to help grow my platforms and things that I'm doing. What's up, Jillian? How you doing? How you doing? It's great to see you. How's everything going today? I'm getting a little bit of a computer lagginess today, so it's been a little frustrating. See, yeah, it's something with Safari. It's definitely something with Safari. But I guess I'll leave it on that today, just because even though I might go live later today, I haven't decided yet. Once I get everything set up from this, actually the infinite traffic system, once I have that set up and I'm actually scraping and getting some leads that way, I'll show you how that's working. But I do get a lot of leads from shorts. I get a lot of leads from live streams. I get a lot of leads from repurposing my content into other types of pieces of content, like repurposing a live stream into a re-upload or into multiple re-uploads. So I would say just don't just be working on just one income stream and say like, I'm fine. I got that one, because you never know when one's going to fizzle out. But again, it is all about just getting leads. And if you could find ways to use like tools like AI tools to increase the amount of leads that you're getting, that's really what's important. So do it with video. Do if you do audio, do social audio. I used to be really big on Clubhouse. I guess there's X as well. So again, thanks everybody for hanging out. But it's it's going well. Oh, I'm happy that's going well for you. It's like we're still doing pretty good here. My throat's been killing me because of all the smoke, but from the fires. So and I've been going live quite a bit. So, but it is just coming to the end right now. So I am going to wrap this up. Again, if you do get value from these, make sure that you smash the like button. I may go live later today. I haven't 100% decided. But if not, I'll go. I'll definitely be going live tomorrow. So again, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Keep creating, keep earning passive income, and I will see everybody in the next upload or the next live stream. Take care. Bye.